Well, here's the 392 everybody that I was talking about. It's on my car. This intake that's on there right now, this is the one that has been ported before, but I'm going to put the original intake back on. That one's fully ported as well. I just wanted the original stuff back on this car. Now we're going to go about the process of removing this intake manifold, and I'll show you everything I had to do. Well, all right, let's start working on this thing. First, let's take off this engine dress-up kit right here. Powered by SRT. That sure looks pretty, doesn't it? Be nice to have a badge in the back of the car that said powered by SRT. From the factory though. I wouldn't want to put that on the car. You know, up badging and all. Then you gotta take off these little felt covers real carefully. Now we're gonna have to disconnect the fuel rail, the fuel injectors, the throttle body, that hose right there, the sensors in the back, the vacuum line. There's a hose in the back that goes straight to for the brake booster. You gotta disconnect it from the actual connection to the brake booster, because if you try to take off that hose from the back, it is very difficult to do. You gotta disconnect the map sensor. There's a connection for the map sensor, and then there's also connection for the actuator for the what do you call it? The dual stage intake. The dual stage intake manifold. The little motor in the back, you gotta disconnect the power line that goes to this. And then let's see, I'm pretty sure that might be it. These are a little difficult, but you guys see how to take these off. All right, to take off the fuel injector, you gotta pop this little red retainer up, just like that, and then right underneath it, there's a retaining clip as well. You gotta squeeze it right underneath it, and pop it right off, just like that. Now let's try to put it underneath the wiring harness a little bit, or just out of the way. We don't want it to get in the way of the intake manifold when we're actually starting to take it off. So the injector lines are off. Now we have to take off this one, the connections on the back, and we'll get there pretty soon. All right, lift up. This sits in this little clip right here. Just pop it off, get it out of the way. Now we need to disconnect that line that's back there. This is actually going very well. Now with this one, you press that clip and it should pop right out. Now the one that's extremely difficult is this one back here. Really difficult. I'm not even joking. It's a quick tip to take off the electrical connection on for the dual stage intake. With one hand, after you got the first clip lowered out of the way, after you release the lock for the clip and you begin to press the connection, use your right hand to slowly press down onto the clip with your right, and then with your left hand slowly pulling at the same time. When you do this in conjunction at the same time, it should pop right off. That's what I just did right now, and it came off. So we got all those connections off. The vacuum line for the intake manifold that goes straight to the booster. The map sensor connections off. All the fuel injector connectors are off. All right, everyone, the moment of truth. Let's see how easily this comes off. I'm pretty sure I took everything off. There's nothing really gonna hang up on it, but here we go. What is it? Oh, the tube. My bad. My bad, guys. My bad. Oh, man. Okay, well, that's what I messed up already. I left this little plastic clip on there. Let's see. All right. And then this one, there's another one there. Completely forgot about those. Or else it would have been out already. All right. Now this thing's gonna come out. Here we go. Oh. Set it over here on this. There is some accumulation of oil. It's really not that bad, but everything looks pretty good. No disappointments, no surprises either. We're gonna install the ported intake manifold, well, the other ported intake manifold. This hose that goes to the brake booster, we're gonna also take that off. That actuator for the dual stage intake, we're gonna remove. We make sure when you put it on that the dual stage intakes are closed when you put this in, because that's the I think the default position, they have to be closed. So don't forget that. Then we're gonna have to take off this fuel rail. Make sure we take off all the O-rings. Those right there underneath. We make sure we take off all the O-rings, don't lose anything. Reassemble it. And then this other intake will be ready to go. Now we're gonna install the fuel rail. I already greased up the O-rings on the fuel injectors. Now we're just gonna set everything in. And I'm pretty sure that should be it. Put its original intake back in, fully ported. And then we'll see how it looks. Now I'm just finishing cleaning up all these ports because they're pretty dirty again. You really need I really need to invest in a catch can. It's the second time I tore apart my engine and I see there's just way too much oil all over the place. There's a little bit of fine dust right there. I'm just gonna get my air compressor and just blow that out and that's it. That looks pretty clean now. If you don't know how the MDS looks on your car, that's the MDS. Alright, so let's get this buttoned up and call it a night. We don't want the stuff in the way, so just try to squeeze it underneath this wire here. Alright. Don't want this in the way either, so let's put it there. Alright, I think that's good. Alright everybody, just make sure all the seals are in place. Make sure nothing fell out while I've been moving it around. Alright, here we go. This is always a pain in the ass. This shit is not really light as it is. Oh. Alright. There it is. It's in. Alright, put the bolts in so I can at least align the intake so it can fall into position. And it sure did. I double checked the sight on the bottom of the intake manifold. You can see the O-rings, everything's in position, nothing fell out. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna take out each individual bowl and put a little bit of Loctite on it. Blue Loctite. I know it has the red Loctite on it, but I'm gonna put the blue Loctite on it. Torque them down to 109 inch-pounds. I have the torque spec on my phone. It's from centered outward, but I'm gonna go through the torque sequence. That should be it. Start again to number 1. Right, first click, number 2. Second click, number 3. Number 4. Five. 6. 6, 7. 8. And then 9 and 10. There's 9. And 10. That should be it after this. Just gonna go over one more time everything just to make sure. Alright, for the final torque sequence, this should be it. Here's 1. Click. That's a 109 inch-pounds. See that? bolt 2, bolt 3, bolt 4, bolt 5, bolt 6, bolt 7, bolt 8, Alright guys, that's pretty much it. That's the torque sequence on a 392 Hemi Intake. I think that goes for the same for the 5.7 Hemi. Intake's torque down. All you gotta do now is the opposite of what you did before. You gotta connect all the fuel injectors back in position, the air lines, the fuel rail, the vacuum lines, like I said again, the connection for the throttle body, and that should be it. Just let me finish buttoning everything down, and then I'll show you the end result. Yeah, it runs. See everybody? They're turning on just fine with no issues. That makes me feel real happy and good. So let's go give this a test run. I got an errand to run real quick. Why not take it for a test run, you know, at the same time? So let's go take care of this, and I'll see you guys till next time.